Hello and welcome to another update video about Near. The Near protocol, a lot of requests, but this is now definitely in danger. Don't know if you remember the last video, we talked about that probably one more low was coming. So this is still the wave count from the last video. It's been a while, it's been a few weeks, haven't changed anything. But as you can see, that lower low happened, but it unfortunately, and it did get to the next fib level, which makes sense. So the 88.7 fib level. Yeah, however, as I often said, Near is not really the best chart we have, right? It has now broken, oops, didn't want to do that. It has now broken the 78.6 fib level, which is not a surprise because that's sort of what we assumed in the last video. That's why I added the 88.7 fib level already to the chart. However, it is never good for a chart to do that because new bear market lows will be there below 123. So if we break below 123, then this 1-2 setup, which it possibly created, is not going to work out. It will be invalidated. Now, 78.6 fib is normally the level that I don't want a crypto to go below, because if it does, then it typically will mean that the 1-2 setup isn't going to work out. So it can still, it can always get a stick safe. It can always, if the bulls jump in now, anything can happen. It's just like from a probabilities point of view, I never really liked this chart and it's one of the weaker ones. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if this makes a new bear market low. And I also only cover it because I had a few requests. It's not a coin that I find attractive long term anyway, not really, because it's a bit of a chart that reminds me of Algorand, which is also a pretty disastrous chart. We talked about it. We can only count it as an ABC structure to the upside into 22. So it's a 3-wave move up. Doesn't give us confidence. Okay, so we have 3 waves up. We have an ABC down. Not good. And the problem is, if we make a new bear market low, then this will put it just into, it will become even more nebulous, if not bearish, this chart. And what I also don't like about this chart, but I talked about that before, is this strong sell-off that happened in May 22. A really, really strong, very impulsive sell-off, okay? So yeah, it's nothing that I find attractive, also not long-term. Not talking about the project itself, it's a good project, but we're not here. We're not talking about projects, we're talking about charts. And yeah, it's important just to learn, I think, when to, let a chart go. And what can I say? This chart would need a proper impulse to the upside, then we can talk. But at the moment, it's just in the danger zone. Surely a 1-2 setup is not going to be invalidated as long as price is above the beginning of the wave 1. But as you know, if a chart pulls back that much, it typically is not going to work out. So until I see here an impulse, I'm not going to say anything positive. Yes, we expected another low, but that's also the reason why I don't really like this chart, because it just dropped below that 78.6 fib level. One change I will make to the chart, though, I think this wave 4 here, wave 4 of C unfolded as a triangle, A, B, C, D, E in a triangle, and then now the 5th wave down. However, that 5th wave is very, very impulsive. So normally nothing you want to see in a 5th wave, because if that happens in a 5th wave, it's probably not a 5th wave. It looks more like a proper impulse down, maybe even in a 3rd wave. Because in the 5th wave, normally towards the end of such a correction, you want to have it slow down. So it's absolutely possible that the move down of the probably here of the February high was just a wave 1. This was a wave 2 pullback. This is now a 3rd wave. We will get a 4th and a 5th, and it will end somewhere around the dollar mark, if not lower. So yeah, this is a chart. Again, it's nothing I would put onto my opportunities list personally. Can always change when they create a nice impulse to the upside, but it's just, for all the, let's say, all the altcoin junk charts out there, we need to filter the good ones, and we need to filter out the ones that are just not showing much potential, at least not at the moment. Near, unfortunately, is one of them, where we just are in a very clear downtrend. It's not even that this move down is slowing down or anything. I mean, let's just take a look at the At the MACD, for example, on the daily chart, it's just crossed bearish. And looking at the RSI, yes, we are nearly oversold. But then again, doesn't mean it will automatically turn around. Now, if it's oversold, it's normally okay, but this chart has come down that much and the MACD is increasing negative momentum. I just need to say, I just need to, there's no way of saying, okay, this will turn around, because there's nothing showing us that at the moment. It has even broken below the last reliable bullish support, which is normally the 78.6 Fib level. So let's see. I mean, I'm always open to changing my view, and I will change my view obviously if I see an impulse. That's essentially what we're waiting for. But until I see that, it just means be careful here. Okay, so next support below 141, which we're just hovering above. Next support is the December low. Okay, and that's 125. And in my experience, those double bottoms or triple bottoms, they just rarely hold. So if it makes one more low, and it will probably retest that area, probably will see a bit of a reaction, but in the end, then they rarely hold. Okay, so that means if it comes down that much, it means it's a weakness in the chart, and it would eventually break, most likely. So yeah, that's my update about NEAR. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.